Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Saglitch, aka Sag. Today I'm bringing you a Hanging with Sag video, and guys, you will have to bear with me if I sound congested or just sick. I'm starting to slowly get a really sore throat, and my nose is stuffed up. So if I sound a little bit weird, my wife got me sick, and as you guys probably know, if you don't, or if you're just new to the channel, my wife is a third grade teacher. She is 1 or 2 weeks in, I'm not even sure. But yeah, already sick in the SAG household. So fighting that off with some medicine, some Dayquil, some Vicks Vapor Rub, and some green tea. Hopefully that gets in my body and kind of fights it off for me while I just kind of hang out. But yeah, it's been a while. I think like maybe 1 or 2 weeks now since talking to you guys. Not entirely a lot has happened, but let's get into it as we go. So, as I was saying, oh yeah, guys, by the way, I'll get kind of into this later, but your boy needs a haircut. As you can see, my hair doesn't, when it gets long, it doesn't grow downward, it grows out. So, like, as you can see, when I lift up the little wing tips that I'm getting, they're going to be gone soon when I get paid. But yeah. So anyway, that will come into a different story later on. I want to start off with what's been going on and around the area. And guys, if you are worried about zombie apocalypse, don't come to Florida. It is the embodiment of some bad stories. People, and speaking of which, and talking about zombies, this reference coming from 2 weeks ago, actually in the news, a guy in Jupiter or Tequesta, which is 10 minutes away from where I live, was found. He entered a house where a married couple was sitting in their garage doing something, proceeded to kill both the man and his wife. And when the cops came and found the guy, he was eating the dude's face off. And guys, I am not exaggerating. He was literally eating the dude's face. Not cooking it. Not a cannibal. He was eating the guy's face. Guys, I'm worried. I played enough zombie games to know what happens. I've watched enough movies to know what's happening next. This was a drug that went bad. No. All you conspiracy theorists, calm down. Basically, what I think happened is, I'm not sure if he was found with bath salts in his system, or if it was just drugs, or what, or if it's PCP, or whatever drugs that make you trip balls. But basically, what I think happened is he watched a scary movie, did some drugs, and then thought that he himself was either a zombie or the person that needed to rip the guy's face off. Or maybe he was just weird and wanted to eat someone's face. I don't know. There's weird people out there. But guys, zombies in Florida is a thing. Okay, maybe not undead zombies, but these motherfuckers have been eaten. I mean, think about it. I think a year ago, year and a half to 2 years ago, the whole bath salts thing came to the front line, and the guy in Miami on the Interpass was eating the dude's face. He was eating his face alive. Yeah, Florida, Miami, an hour away. Jupiter, Tequesta, guy eating this dude's face. Connection? Conspiracy? You do the math. I'm getting ready to kill some people, and this dog is getting trained. She's killer. She's like 25 pounds of pure muscle, so I'm going to send her out if she gets infected. Tulu. But, yeah, again, sorry for her. She loves to play. She doesn't like it when Daddy makes videos and ignores her. But with that being said, I want to bring you guys something since it's been so long. But, yeah, zombies in Florida. Let me know what you think. Let me know if he was, if you think he was on bath salts, if you think he was just weird, if you guys have a plan for me to get out of here alive, let me know. But yeah, all you conspiracy theorists come out. of the woodwork and get your guns ready, because let's just face it, you're crazy, and it gives you a little bit of relief that the craziness kind of paid off. So whatever. Anyway, maybe it's just a ploy for Resident Evil marketing. Put it on the news. Boom. Just saying. But yeah, super excited for that, by the way, just throwing it out there. But yeah, anyway, so second story. Guys, I don't know how. Oh yeah, by the way, look at this cool shirt. Smash for Smash Brothers. You got Mario. You got Samus from Metroid. You got Sonic. You got Smash Bros. It's what's up. It's from actually Arcade Block from Shirt Punch. Really cool. But yeah, the shirt's badass. Anyway, what was this? Oh, guys, pretty sure I'm related to someone famous. It's a weird thought, weird process to think, but I was sitting there watching a movie, just relaxing, playing video games, watching a movie while I played some Rocket League, and just a little bit of thought process. I was looking, I was like, wait a second, I kind of look like him, because, you know, the hair's long, I get crazy sometimes. It's not from drugs or anything, it's just my personality. But let me show you a zoom up picture of, let me you guys know what you think. Chris Farley, one of the greatest Saturday Night Live actors or comedians of all time. Actually a really good actor. He was hilarious. He was a comedian. And it's not just the looks that parallel why I think it could be a possibility that I look like him. Let's see. I have it written on my phone, of course. I'm, recording with my phone, so I can't really look at it. But just off the top of my head, dude was into sports, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. If he wasn't, he should have been, because the dude was a big guy. He was funny. Your boy can be kind of funny at times, whatever. Sorry. He worked security with, I believe, a band, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the entire story. I just, I've heard of something, and I forget who he was backstage doing work with the band, and someone famous came up. It was a comedian, and he was like, look, he's like, you don't have your pass, but I tell you what, you get me a show at this venue, let me do my stuff, and give me a try, and I'll let you meet him. Which the guy said, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, the dude was a big name. Guys, honestly, I'm not here to give you, like, the history of stuff, but the dude was working security, and he got discovered by basically not doing his job, taking a risk, and it paid off for him. So he had a pretty good career after that. There goes. No, it's just a dog. But yeah, no, he worked security. I worked security. He's a big guy. I'm a big guy. So just saying, I could be related to Chris Farley. Let me know what you guys think as far as like the long hair, because yeah, his hair also did not grow downward; it grew out as well. But yeah, cool story. And it's just a funny coincidence that happened. It's just kind of funny that you see a couple resemblance in yourself and famous people. So never know. And last but not least, it's going to be a somewhat short video. Sometimes I go into rambling, sometimes I don't, sometimes I'm right to the point. I feel like crap. So I'm going to try to get this video in and out before I lose my voice and try to make a couple more videos for the week. and this has to do with something a little bit more serious. Guys, in the workplace, in your professional life, treat others with respect. Um, I'm a supervisor at my job. I work overnights, and I'm third in line with the top of security. And I take my job serious. I do my job. I do it well. Not to boast about myself. I just know what I'm doing. And I take my job serious. A lot of people don't. I make sure that people know that they're doing wrong, and when I have to correct someone, I'd rather correct them privately without having to write someone up, without having to take disciplinary actions towards that person, and just correct it before it needed to be. Well, and like I said, I don't like to throw people under the bus. I don't like to put people in the spotlight when they don't need to be. If it's an action that can be corrected with you and another person alone, I'd rather take that route. That being said, I had an argument with one of the workers that I don't even work with. I don't share a shift with them. The only time I see them is in passing, and they're in the afternoon shift. I'm at night shift, and one day, I don't know, something I guess bothered her or something to where she had to personally attack me as far as saying a couple of things. I don't know where this problem stemmed because I've never had a negative um, kind of action with this person. But yeah, it was basically her yelling at me, saying all sorts of things, saying how I can and can't feel at work, saying how I should and shouldn't be, whatever. And I understand that complaining can create a negative vibe at the workplace. That's fine. I don't typically complain to others. I complain about maybe how I'm feeling, if I'm feeling ill, or if it's just a bunch of nonsense going on. I like to let the people know as to what's going on in the community. Well, she didn't take too kind that I didn't feel good one day, and she took it personally. And I basically told her that, I respect that she decided to say something, but at the same time, it's my personal feelings as to how I feel, and that she has no right to tell me how I can and can't feel, what I can and can't say. As long as I'm not saying something negative towards her or negative to the workplace, I can say whatever I feel like it. I can do whatever I want. Um, and I guess this kind of stewed in her. She didn't really like that, but she had to accept it. A couple weeks later, I sent out an email, basically correcting some actions that happened earlier in the shift. We do email pass on so that everyone is aware of the situations. In my email, I always stay professional. I always address issues, but I never address a certain officer due to the fact that every officer gets the email, and I don't feel like I need to correct people in front of others. That being said, she took particular offense of me complaining that there's stacks of garbage inside the gatehouse that was not taken out prior to my shift. And guys, in the gatehouse, you can see it all. There's doors. There's it's a glass door, sliding glass door. People arriving, whether it be the residents that live inside, their guests, members, or even employees. I take pride in my job. I don't want someone coming up and seeing that there's trash in the gatehouse and thinking negative towards security, whether it be myself or any of my coworkers. I don't want to give us a bad name. So I took particular interest in deciding that there needed to be email sent in the pass down. There needed to be something said. I didn't name any officers, didn't say anything, and in the reply on Friday when I decided to check my email, on my off day, I see that she addresses the thing that I said using the same wordage, which is a blatant, obvious attack towards me. She felt that she needed to say something. And guys, I never have pulled my rank on anyone. I never want to. As for me, being a supervisor, it's more of handling things on the shift than writing people up and throwing your weight around. I'm very humble when it comes to stuff like that, and I don't feel it necessary. And a little bit of disclosure, she sent out a email kind of taking a jab at me, or what my supervisor and director decided that it was a jab at me, and they asked that I write her up due to that. And I said, you know what, it could be misconstrued. You don't know, because of it being text or email. Um, you don't know the kind of sarcasm or the kind of attitude that this person is bringing to you. So I stood up for her. I said, you know what, I'll write her up if she needs to be, if you decide that she still needs to be. But I feel that this doesn't need a write up. That just, let it, brush it off. Don't worry about it. You guys are being a little bit a little bit sensitive. And I went to bat for this person because I don't want someone. She's hardworking. I don't want someone that does her job, that is a good officer for the most part, might have a little bit of an attitude problem, but I don't want someone like that written up for no reason. And so I just went to bat for this girl, and I get this kind of response. So I called my supervisor, wanting to set up a meeting between the four of us, the director, my supervisor, and the person. Well, nothing's come to it. I'm still waiting to hear back. I guess she got talked to because I came into work. She didn't, she was all, puppy dog eyes. She was sad. She apologized, which, I told her that it's okay. I still would like the four of us to talk to get on the same page. But until something like that happens, show your fellow coworkers respect. The way she talked to me, not only as a worker to a supervisor, but person to person. And that's what bothered me the most. I don't care about my position. I care about the respect I get as a person. If you don't show me respect, you're not going to get respect in return. And the fact that I went to bat for you without you knowing, I don't feel the need to go out there and say, hey, I went to bat for you, so, no. You don't even need to know that. But the fact that I made sure that she didn't get written up, and that the next day this is the return I get, you're no longer under my protective bubble. I am not going to bat for you, and I don't keep grudges, but, or at least I try not to, but the fact of the matter is that I tried to help you. But that being said, that is it. I'm going to stop rambling. Sorry about the dog in the background. I'm going to have to go play with her. Might pass out soon. I'll try to get this up before I do. But I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys aren't sick like me. Hope you guys are getting your guns ready, your food ready to shelter your boy SAG. Because he's going to be getting out in Florida before that zombie apocalypse comes. But yeah, hope you guys are having a great day. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.